guys, how's everyone doing today? So I wanted to share with you why I tune my music to 432 hertz. And let's see, long story short, I remember when I was on my songwriting journey, we'll call it, and I released my first song, Too Much, and I did it was a collaboration with this studio called Shadow Canyon Recording with Terry and Chris, and I'll put their links below too so you can check them out. But they are wonderful musicians, and they worked with me very well to create this song, and we did a rock version of it and an electronic version of it, and I loved it, and I still love it. And I think I have it released on my SoundCloud, and then I had it on my Spotify, and then it was a kind of a decision if I would take it off or not, because it was not tuned to 432 hertz. And the message of the song, I was just in a very different phase of my life at that point. And basically the chorus is, maybe I drink too much, maybe I think too much, maybe I tease too much, but what's too much? And I was drinking a lot at the time, and it was kind of like a feeling of like, but don't judge me. You don't know me. You don't know why I'm drinking. And if you knew why I was drinking, then you wouldn't be talking so much. So, but anyway, so the point of what I'm trying to say is, after I created that song, and then I started practicing Reiki. Taryn had already been a Reiki master for a long time at that point, and she got certified in 2004. And this was, maybe like 2015, 2016. And I was researching about hertz frequencies and somatic, how it affects the body. And I got this book about somatic experiences of the body, and what no sound does, or what certain sounds do to the body. And I thought it was so interesting. And as I was first starting my more in-depth spiritual journey, I came across hertz frequencies and just fell in love with the different hertz. And I would see like a number, if you ever see like 1111 or 144 or 936 or whatever these numbers that you see on the clock, I would like look that hertz frequency up, and it was exactly the thing that I needed at the time. But yeah, basically 432, because I think some people were kind of exploring the idea, and there was a bunch of mixed research on if you should tune your music to 440 hertz or 432 hertz. And a lot of musicians were like, 432 is off, it's not blah, 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 it's not correct, it's not mathematically correct, and it's wrong. And I stuck with my gut, and I was like, I need to do this. And I originally wanted to put subliminal messages in my songs because I was feeling these subliminal kind of attacks through pop music that was on the radio, and that was on what am I trying to think of? Yeah, I guess it was the radio at that point, or it's Spotify now, but with the bigger record labels and things, they put subliminal programming in the music, and that's why when you hear earworms, it gets stuck in your head. So I was like, maybe I'll put positive subliminal messages in my songs. And there was something a little bit off about that I was like, I don't want to do that, because it still feels sneaky, and it doesn't feel honest, and it doesn't feel direct. So what I can do is I can tune my music to 432 hertz, and I'll just say what I want to say in the lyrics. So that's why a lot of my first songs that I have out now, they have so many words, because I have so many things that I want to share. And yeah, 432 hertz, it aligns with the Schumann resonance, and they call it the heartbeat of the earth. And it helps balance your chakras and your overall well-being. And I'm sticking to it. And if anybody has any questions for me, they can leave so in the comments. If anybody, any musicians out there, have a counter, I don't want to call it an argument, but a counter concept that 440 is the must do, please also let me know too, and we can talk about it. So, I think the thing is, I don't judge if I see music out there that's tuned to 440 hertz, and that's what you want to do, and that's what you feel is true to yourself, okay. There is research out there that does show that 440 hertz does literally imbalance your chakras. So it kind of cuts your energy field in half, and it leaves you feeling in disarray and disconnected. So you can call that, airy-fairy or fake science or whatever you want to call it, but do what you want to do, and this is what I am doing, and I believe in it. And it's not to say what you're doing is wrong, and who knows. And the thing is, and when I do sound therapy with my clients, I do tell them, if you feel a sound that feels off-putting and you have like a negative response to it, please let me know, because sometimes I need to stop doing that sound because it could be detrimental to you. And then sometimes you can feel it and it's actually working, like it's doing something, and you're just having a negative response to it. Like if I'll put the singing bowls on their solar plexus or their heart, and even their crown, and the bowls, sometimes they'll respond. They're like, hey, what's up, guys? The bowls will sometimes respond, and then all of a sudden they get louder, and then it's like, whoa, and it's actually shaking. The vibration is shaking the energy out, and it's cleaning it out. So there is something to vibration, and there's something very deep to frequency, and it's part of my mission here, and I'm always open to learning more. And I do believe that there's infinite possibilities out there. And if you don't believe that people put subliminal messages in songs, also let me know, and you can call me crazy and we'll have a conversation about it. But until next time, okay, bye.